Welcome everybody, and how is everybody today? Right now, just happened to start raining, so I had to stop all my harvesting right now. I got a hard rule that you're not going to harvest in the rain. I got a couple cool things to show you about some updates and some mods that happened, and a brand new one that I've been waiting for. This one is a lot easier to understand than the vehicle inspector was from last week. So that's where we're sitting with that. If you guys got any questions about the map or any of the mods I use, let me know. Otherwise, I will be playing and seeing what I can get done on the farm today. Hey, Dead Soul, how you doing? Hope you had a good day. Mine is over, and now I can have some fun. Yep, not too bad. Not too bad. Little wild weekend in college basketball, but you know, I survived. Bracket is broken, but you know, I think a lot of people's brackets are broken. So yeah, I'm just clearing off this plot here. Then I'm gonna cut the grass here and put that in that bunker silo. I got alfalfa to harvest today yet. I'm going a little fast when we get through this rain, but I want to show you what this rain will end up doing with realistic weather. Their update fixed it. Some cool options in there, and I'll be showing you that shortly. And then we got SimpleInspector mod now. Only thing that I don't like is I can't move it right now, but hopefully he'll figure that out in the future, and you can. If you see down in my left hand bottom over the mini map, this is what I wanted from vehicle inspector, but this one is a lot better. I will blow this up a little bit so you can see it a little better. Let me take a look. Let's get to the settings. General settings. We'll go here. Let's see. Font. It's right here. Let's increase that to 20 so you can see it. There, that's a lot better now. You guys can see that. Pretty sure. Does that eventually catch up? So that's exactly how it was in 22. So now I can see that I have my slurry is sitting over there, not moving. I got my harvester of green beans is sitting over there. So I know exactly where my vehicles are without having to tab to each vehicle and wonder what's going on. All right. Still using vehicle manager. I think it's great because you can click to vehicles. Yeah, it's like the group switcher used to be in. Was it in 19? Or was it 17? Did we lose it already? Probably 19. I think it was in 19. So I got these all still grouped in my categories, and I just got to pick which one I want. All right. Pick up some of these logs here. All right. I haven't decided if I was going to build a house over here or not or yet, but I might. I I'm just hoping for more mods like that, but it doesn't look like any buildables are. There isn't any coming yet. I don't know if they figured it out or is it in a list of mods waiting to be released yet. Oh, I actually do have the two vehicles over here for this, which is kind of good. I can break the rocks and pick them up. All right, a few more here. All this back to Moon Bear. All right. It's full. I got majority of this logged off already. I got a little bit to go. I kind of wish it was raining a little harder. I don't think I'm getting the moisture content that I want. Let's see here, Moon Bear. All right, let's take a look at here. This is kind of what I'm looking for. Can't really see it. It might be too small for you guys to see, and yeah, you're not seeing it because it's behind my. Let me move over a little bit. So there. If you see, there's an info box down there. So I'm in the field. I have the moisture going here. So right now I'm at 1% moisture. I'm hoping that gets up to 15 to 20. Would be really ideal. So I'm kind of hoping it keeps raining until spring. So, but yeah, that's the kind of newest feature. Plus, you can actually irrigate by Control L, and it'll just you won't see it irrigate, but you can. And I don't know if I have a sprayer. I don't think I have a sprayer, and I can show you. You can actually spray your fields with water too, which we can try since it's raining. Let's just see what would happen. Let's see here. Do I have a tractor available? Yes, I do. And you didn't see this setup either, really. I've got this all set up for my harvesters. So I have hay, straw, and silage now in here. Makes it easier to make TMR. So let's get this over to the vehicle shop. I'll go buy a sprayer because I haven't tried this yet. So this is kind of a new thing for me. So we'll all learn together to see how much I can increase my moisture. But I gotta find a sprayer that doesn't have wheels because I don't think there's anything out there that won't damage the crops. Because I know with the fertilizer spreaders, you really can't. It's kind of a pain. Let's see. S. Let's see if I can find sprayers. All right. Fertilizer spreaders. Yield improvement sprayers. Well, maybe this one will be able to work without leaving. All right, let's buy this. Customize this thing. I hate the license plates on these things, and I keep forgetting to take them off. This one. Not everything needs a license plate. That's farm equipment. That's for sure. Not in America. We don't put license plates on farm equipment. All right. Hey, Darius. How you doing? I'm doing good. I'm not working. That's what's that's good about it. I'm just hoping for a lot of rain in game because I need it. I need the moisture. That's good to hear. I still got a cold, but I'm trying to shake this thing. I feel good, but I still got the cough, and it drives me nuts. All right, that got to Moon Bear. Sell it. Right. A lot of us do. It's all around in the office. I can hear people just hacking away, but none of us feel icky. It's just a lingering cough. All right, let's see how this works because I'm very curious to see if I can increase the moisture of my, because I can do it manually, but that really costs a lot of money. I mean, I thought I had enough going into the next month. I had like maybe $800,000, and I went negative of all the irrigation costs that I did because once you install realistic weather, it sets all your moisture down to like 1%. So you got to rebuild it, and that's a total pain to do when you first get started. But otherwise, I like it for the real life ability because you're not guaranteed, but 100% yield just because you did all these 5 steps right, and now incorporates the weather. So that I think that's really cool too. It just I've gotten all my harvests have been way below yield, and I'm suffering this year. I'm going to be running out of products. My factories are going to shut down, but I hope for next year that I'll have better moisture, or I'll have to irrigate more, like with this right now, which I'm going to experiment with, and maybe we'll see a pivot irrigation system that would be like a sprayer. You can identify it as a sprayer and set it up, and it'd be kind of cool. I think there was one out there. I'll have to look at it to see how that would work. as we're driving back. I got all the wood factories from Silver Run in here, as you can see. Yeah, this big field of rice I just harvested. I think, let's see what I got out of this field, which wasn't very good. All right. Let's hurry up with the save. All right, let's take a look. So, see how much rice I have in here. 24, and I don't know. I could have swore I dumped everything over there. So that's all I have left. Really? Did I actually? I haven't made anything yet. A little bit. How much rice does it take to make a rice bag? 100 rice per 45. Doesn't seem like a lot, but yeah, that's all the rice I got for this year because I didn't get enough moisture. What I'll do is I'm going to experiment with my linseed. If I don't, I'm hoping these tires are big enough and they won't are narrow enough so it doesn't act like it's going to destroy the crop. I know the tractor won't, but I don't know about the sprayer yet. We'll find out. Oh, what am I doing over here? I'm thinking I'm going over here for. I need to get water. All right, got that one filled up. All right, let's see what happens here. Got my linseed field here. That'll be making seeds shortly once I harvest it. Let's see where the. Okay, so the moisture right now is at less than 1%, and I have a 1.5% chance that this field would wither because it's not got enough moisture. Yes, I did, Teen Miller, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm doing a test. I've never done it with sprayers yet. Okay. I've got it folded. There we go. Oh, good. It won't destroy the crop. All right. Turn on sprayer. Okay. An additional tank is on. All right. So now I'm adding water to this. Let's just drive down a little bit. I would suggest doing it, but just be prepared. The weather can be, the snow is a lot. And yeah, it you can have a fun time with that. Make sure you get the snowblower. All right, so I'm not seeing an improvement with the moisture. let me course play this once. Whoa, that. Okay, so that really takes the water. I just used an entire sprayer, so this doesn't. Did that really move? All right. Let's try something else here. So what you can do is you can go Control L and turn on irrigation. As you can see now, I'm going to start getting a price. Now it's $16. And let's watch this. It's slowly going up with the irrigation. So let's see how far I can get this up and how much money it's going to cost me. Oh, you'll experience some heavy snow in this. I haven't had the blizzard yet, just so be warned. I did have a tornado the other day. If you look at the map, it wiped out my green bean field, but that's part of the real game. But see the path that the tornado just wiped that entire field out. Like, oh well. All right, so I don't know if I would recommend spraying unless you had a very big tank on here, and I have no idea. So what would be kind of cool is if you would have a pivot. Yeah, now we're getting there. Oop, that was one spot of 14%. I wonder if that's where I wonder if, well, I didn't spray there. How did I get 14% there? Well, that's kind of cool. So now you can see if it's at 14%. Now my yield bonus now is plus 128. So my current yield will be 228%. So you're in that ideal moisture zone. It's definitely going to cost you money to irrigate. Yes, water is added to the sprayer category with the mod. All right, so let that go for a little bit and see how high I can get it. Hopefully this rain will help a little bit, but this isn't a true downpour. This is just like, you'll get different intensities of rain too. This is kind of a sprinkle. Not really. JD had a really an intense one before, so I know it's possible. So we'll see here how this moisture really isn't moving much. I don't want, right now I spent like $25,000. I'm gonna lose my shirt at the. I'm gonna have to borrow like $1 million to cover, because I got machinery costs too, and I did not get the yield I wanted. But so like right now I'm not even at. Yeah, this field's got a 5% chance of withering on me. I just didn't get enough rain. And plus I also turned on realistic. I updated it because before it wasn't really working correctly with the first version of this. And then they did an update and I put it in right before harvest. And yeah, that was not a good idea. So if you guys are actually going to use this, I would suggest you put it in November. I don't think it does, to be honest with you. So, but it doesn't say it has to be. But I'm running with seasons on. I call this mod the kind of like the true seasons, where the weather will now affect your yield. So if you don't get any rain, you're gonna have to be spending a lot of money on irrigation, and you're gonna have to start it like right away. If your field is already at like 1% when you plant it, you're probably gonna have to start irrigating unless you know that you're gonna get rain. But like I said, it's gonna have to accumulate maybe over the winter. The moisture will come back. That I haven't tested yet, which I will because now I'm in August, so shouldn't be too bad to see if it'll work. Because as soon as it quits raining here, we'll show you the alfalfa field with the new plant textures. It looks pretty cool. In fact, that reminds me, I've got to get my other Magnum over there because I got to get my cutting equipment. You place goats 17 months and I can't get milk to spawn? What map are you on? TQC. There we go. I can go over and take a look and see what mine is at, but I don't know if I have a thing set up for goats to produce milk, though. I got them with the sheep, and I don't think there's a. I'll look and see if I even got any goats, to be honest with you. Got pigs. Yeah, I don't have any goats. I couldn't help you there. All right, I didn't. I gotta. I can't see when the ads are up because I don't have. If I bring up Twitch, I think I can't watch it on my real restream. Doesn't work right. Let's see here. All right. All right. So what I asked before is, I said, "What map were you on?" Let me see if I can put this over here. Yeah, that's what happens with restream. It's if I put Twitch on, it doesn't work. It freezes up on me. Let me refresh once. You're on Uncharted? I have not played Uncharted yet, so. Oh, you're Uncharted. Oh, duh. What am I thinking? Um, I can do a test once and just see. I'll go in a different game save and figure it out for us. All right. I think I got the chat back. All right. I have to figure a way to be able to see that without Yeah, I told you it's been a long day. Sometimes you talk before you see. I don't know. I read that completely. I don't know what I was reading. All right, let's see if I can go into the mod itself and see if I can do Stream Manager without it messing up the. That way I can see. There we go. All right, now I can see when they had start. Ooh, Streamlabs is actually working on YouTube. Sweet. It should say subscribe if you want. If you guys are watching on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button. I really would appreciate it. All right. Let's take a look and see why the goats aren't producing milk. Let me get it onto a different game save. And we'll take a look at it once, just to see. Yeah, I know the cows work. I'm just curious why the goats don't. Yeah, you got me wondering. Let's take a look. No, come on now. I'm using NVIDIA Broadcast, and it's really taxing this 4070 Ti. I'll tell you that much. All right. All right. Oh, I got some hail going on this game save. All right, let's get on here and we'll place down a goat. All right, let's take a look at the goats. And just in case you guys haven't known, be careful of downloading mods off of those shady places. Now there's a script in some of these mods now that are destroy your game save and erase it. So just FYI. I seen a posting today on Facebook warning people. So how do you get goat milk, Billy, if you don't have a goat pen? Can you even get goat milk? Yeah, I know they use the same one. All right. I'm just curious where you would pick it up. Whoa, geez, that's a lot of hail coming down. All right, let's see here, goats. Let's just Like 27 will go in here. Okay. So goats, it must be goat milk must come in pallets, right? Okay, that's what I'm thinking. Hey, Crushed Nuts, how you doing? Hey, KW, how you doing? And hello, Billy. Let's fast forward and let's actually do. We need to get some food here. See if I can do this with power tools. Palette. Let's see. Actually, let's go back and do that again. We'll get hay. I think we can get hay. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. So now let's. We got enough food. Let's fast forward, see what happens. This will help me with my whole realistic weather too, because then I can see how much moisture this is going to give me. Yeah, you can see the moisture is just going up as the hail is coming down, which is good. But I'm not seeing any milk yet. My goats are 16 months, so I'm waiting to go to 17 here to see what happens here. Well, let's fast forward through the night once and see what happens, Billy. I think it should. Mine are at 20% health. And no goat milk yet. Yep, there goes the rain. I'm going to get it again. I'm going to get another hailstorm. Let's see here. The goats are at 20% and they still haven't made any milk. Let's just fast forward. Let's see what happens. We're into August. All right, so now I'm actually producing milk, so not exactly sure what's going on with yours, TQ, but I just tested it and it's working on Uncharted. Do you got an in-game? What are you using for the pen? I'm curious. So yeah, and there I have milk cans, so I'm getting goat milk. Now let's just check something out here. I want to actually do an experiment on this one since I got a lot of money here. All right, so let's do this. Let's turn the irrigation on. And let's fast forward once and see what happens. All right. Just curious to see if it's worth irrigating or just letting it do naturally, because now let's see in a 24-hour period how much money I just spent. Because I had $93 million. Let's see what it'll be when I. All right, we got a little rain. All right, so it did a $44,000 worth of irrigation. Let's go see what it's at. 6%. Well, okay, so it does matter. It does work. It gets about 3%, so these are still growing yet. So let's just fast forward a little bit. Just see. Let's just see how much it goes up. So if you guys are just getting in here, Realistic Weather got an update that makes you ability to irrigate, and it makes playing the game a lot harder because now you have to worry about moisture if you really want to. I like the realistic part of the game now. Just don't put realistic weather in until you're done with harvest. Like around October or November, I would suggest putting it in November. That way you'll get the winter moisture and then you'll be all set for spring. Do not do it before you go in the harvest like I did, and I absolutely yeah, I suffered. I didn't all my yields were down. Yeah, it was not a good year for me. So slowly my yield is going up with the more moisture I'm getting in. So now I'm at 6.8, but it's costing me a lot of money right now to irrigate this. I'm at $61,000. I've had no issues with productions, Billy. The only issue it did have was the fact that it was keyed to one of the bindings, and that took me a little bit to figure out what had happened. But after that, I've had no issues. All my productions work. I got no errors with it. I mean, what were the issues that you heard, Billy? I'm just curious. And me and JD have figured out how to. JD found the Lua script to be able to change for custom. The custom fields now actually work now too. The custom crops. I definitely know how to do that. Why did my phone do that? All right. So yeah, it might cost me a lot to get this up, but I'm just curious to see how. Oh, that's why. I was like, my phone connected to my wife's car when she got in the garage. Couldn't figure out why my phone went wacky. Huh. Triggers don't accept. I've not had one trigger not accept a product yet, and all my productions are running. Huh. Yeah, I have not had an issue, Billy, and I've been using it for a while. I put it in as soon as it first came out. The thing with the not accepting products was the fact that you couldn't get you can get every time you hit the I command it wasn't working. That's because they keyed it to the wrong button, which you'll find that a lot. Guys just look and see where these new mods are keyed to, and they're typically sometimes keyed to an actual function in the game. It's like, aren't these guys paying attention to where the key bindings are? So I've had to do that on a few mods. All right, so it does go up, but yeah, it's going to cost you some money. It could be Billy. Most likely, I've had issues with certain things. Well, that's interesting. So you can't. Oh, so there's a conflict there. That's. I don't use vehicle inspector anymore. The simple inspector I use, but on this one I still have the mod in my folder. And on here, it's not showing up, and it automatically shows up if you click on it. That's interesting. All right, guys. So this could cost you a lot of money to get your moisture up, but it definitely looks like it'll work. I feel more confident seeing that now. So let's go back to my other game save. But like I said, I don't know why your goats aren't producing milk. I don't know if you have a different mod in there that's not allowing it. Well, I had a trouble with trying to get vehicle manager to work for the first time too. There's like limited information. I mean, if you're going to release a, yeah, I will delete the vehicle inspector. I won't use that anymore. Hey, Marbear, how you doing? But yeah, I like the vehicle manager part of it. So I'm going to keep that because it lets me group vehicles all over the place. So much easier to play when you can group them together and just click and go. It saves a lot of time playing. Oh, did you order a PC? What did you order? Are you going to go on vacation, Marbear, in a month? Because you won't be able to get around when they when that draft shows up by you. Yeah, I'm coming up. I took 2 days. I took those 2 days off. I'll be up there for the draft. I'm going to see if I can help the comic book owner out up there and see if I can be a bouncer for him. In fact, I'll be up there tomorrow. I hope you can bike. I'm hoping I can take my motorcycle up there, to be honest with you. All right, let's turn this back down now that we're through the terrain. Let's get everything started again. Let's go take a look over here once, because now I have that irrigation going. And just remember, when you're using the irrigation, it counts for the entire field. So whatever 99 is, so 99 is all this. Oh, I hate when that puts that right in front there. But this whole area will be irrigated. That's how it works. So 90 goes into here. So you'd have to turn 90 on to get some of this, but That's pretty good, right? Yeah, here's that 14%. That is kind of cool, but I don't know. In that one spot, it must just got enough rain from. I must have dumped the entire sprayer there. So yeah, let's see what this looks like by the end of the. Why did it's inactive? Curious. Now I must have it on 99. All right. This is going to be interesting. All right. Let's see. Yeah, we'll see how that'll be. Getting that many people in that area is going to be yeah. All right, take that back to the farm, and then we'll get ready to cut the alfalfa. Actually, I'm going to do something different this year. Let's use the McDon to cut the alfalfa this year. All right. Okay. Now I have to hit. Isn't it? What is it? Nope, not that button. What button is it? Turn the cab around. Shift B. All right. That kind of moves the camera. That's kind of cool. Oh, you're talking at work. Nice. Now that my wife works up in Green Bay area, she's been stopping by Hy-Vee a lot. Where is? There we go. And this one you'll have to drive because if you put it on course play to drive, it goes like 7 miles an hour. So this is the one time I'll actually drive a vehicle across the map. As you can see, Billy, I have SimpleInspector. The only thing me and JD don't like is the fact we can't move it like we could in 22. We went to his GitHub and he said he couldn't get it to work in 25. You should really place an online order. Have to tell her that. But this is the mod I was waiting for after Course Play and Auto Drive was SimpleInspector. Just so much easier. All right, so we're coming up to the alfalfa field where he put the new textures in for this. This looks amazing. If you can see from here, since the corn isn't all the way, see all those spots? That's what happens when you hit a hail. I had a really bad hailstorm and it just destroyed my corn crop. From here, you can see where all the dead spots. You get closer, and you won't be able to see it because it's almost full grown. But yeah, I'm not going to get a lot of corn this year. You can just see how much dead spots there are in here. Gotta love the weather. All right. Right. Oh, I bet you I can't use this on here, can I? Because this is for. Will it leave a win roll? I don't know. I don't think this is going to work. Now that I think about it, let's just see. Chances. I am taking a chance that this isn't going to work with this thing. Yeah, that's what I thought. After I drove it all the way over here. But yeah, if you take a look at this, this is pretty cool. Looks like real alfalfa. Yeah, it looks pretty slick. I don't need this part anymore this year. Back to the farm with this. Welcome back, everybody. Yeah, I after I thought about that for a minute, I'm like, I don't think that's the right attachment to cut grass or alfalfa. So let me go get the right one. I'm gonna just have to start making money because I know if I don't get enough money in this bank account, I have to get at least $1 million. So after this stream, once I get all this figured out, I'm gonna have to cut some wood. I got a lot of property that has wood on it, but a lot of trees. Actually, I should look and see what I have to sell. Nothing in August, huh? Ooh, I had furniture in July and I missed it. Oh shoot, it's still going up. I'm gonna have to sell some furniture. I can really use that money. What else can I get rid of? Prefab walls. Oh, the price is really high. I should do that. Yeah, I got some hauling to do. That should cover me. I should think $1 million should get me through. I don't know how much I have in irrigation costs because I turned a lot of it back off because it was just like it was it was a money pit right now because I like I said, do not turn realistic weather on right before you harvest. So Marbear, what kind of computer are you getting? What brand? Huh. All right. No, Billy, I didn't know what was going on with OneDrive. I had that all set on I think it was Saturday afternoon. I went and he upgraded and I put everything in. And I come back and it was gone. I'm like, how did it get deleted? It was in my recycle bin on OneDrive. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. So luckily I can do that all from work. Yeah, I like I said, I don't even understand because I had it all set on Saturday. It's all working now, and but yeah, that was weird. You were the one that noticed it. Cool. Then I figured I didn't have JD's mod pack on there. It got deleted too, so I redid that. Right here, let's get this back and turned on. Red beets. This can be turned back on. Where do I have the? That's interesting. Where is that on the? Nice. What video card do you have? Oh yeah, that's right. We got to re-add things in because. Okay, so we're... All right, so that's the McDon. Get this out of the way for now. Tab over to the other one because for some reason the vehicle it's tied in with this truck and it drives me absolutely nuts because I have to fix it every time I log in. There we go. Now it's back in there. And now we'll go back to the McDon. There we go. Oh, the 97. Nice. You can't get a 5080 or a 5090 without paying double the price. That's what I'm seeing in articles today. That's okay. I'm gonna wait till the 60 series will come out next year. I don't need to upgrade. Yeah, I did. Yep. I talked to him yesterday. Plus, I seen it in Streamer Talk. All right, so let's see here. Where can I park this thing for now? That's always the biggest thing about, power outages and stuff is the power surge could affect us all, unfortunately. All right, let's turn this thing around. Well, we don't need to because we have to figure out what we got to buy. Oh, first. Sunflowers ready to harvest yet? All right. Where's the McDonald's stuff? All right. Alfalfa. Okay. I have two. Oh, nice. That must suck some power. Let's just see if this will actually get there without going 7 miles an hour. I really don't want to drive this all 7 miles an hour. Ugh, okay. Let's see, what else do I need to do? Let's find my trucks. Should have, okay. Electricity is included. Oh, that's nice. Not so much here, but spring is coming. I can turn my electric heat off down here in the basement, so save a little money on electricity there. Heat is still going yet. Some days we'll turn it off when it's in the 60s, but we go. This morning it was 24 degrees out. All right, so let's go get some furniture. That's the first thing I'm going to sell. Do I have a spot for? I think I do. Three is carpenter. Okay. Go to the staggered because I know it's waiting here. Filling up the cannery with carrots from last year. Got a lot of carrots last year. All right. Now we gotta fix this. Too many trees around it. It won't find the. The mortgage will be a third of what you're paying now. Really? That's nice. Boston expensive for rent, I would imagine. And rent ain't cheap around here either, but probably not as expensive as what Boston is. I know it was like 1350 for like 550 square feet, a little studio. That's what they were going around here. Oh, it's got to drive all the way around, really? All right. Well, that's driving around this kid here and start driving this because 7 miles an hour is going to take forever. Wow. Yeah, my mortgage is about a third of that. I got my mortgage at when interest rates were around 2.5, 2.6. I think that's what I got on this one when I refinance. I ain't moving anytime soon. All right, let's. Curious, am I going to get any more rain? Yeah, it's supposed to rain tonight again for about 2 hours. Then tomorrow morning. Yeah. Okay, I had to figure out why my Streamlabs only one message goes to YouTube. The other one, that's weird. I'll have to figure that out. Let's try something since this should be able to drive forward. Actually, see if it'll drive faster. Fill that up in a second here. Let's just see how fast this goes. Otherwise, I'm going to continue to drive this thing. It goes to regular speed forward then backwards. Nice. Because it's backwards, it's going to go 7 miles an hour. All right, let's find the truck. All right, let's go over here. What furniture? Did I put any furniture in here? Yeah, I think I did. How many little pallets of I have in there? Should be good for that. Filter load any. And all the furniture I have. Let's see. Okay. Where do I have 99? I don't think any of my other ones are. I'll have to check. I wonder if one of this plot 69, it is probably plotted for a factory or something. Let's see, 69. Yeah, that's if you see what I got here. This is where my concrete factory is, and then I'll put something here when I need. Nope, it's not. You can any of these open plots, like this one here, 67. It's just there for you to put stuff down. There's no plans for it at all. We just figured it would give people an opportunity to, when you start out, you don't have to spend a fortune on a big plot, which is a lot of money. Now, what was I at here? Oh, it's over here. Forklift. I just got to figure out where my other. There's got to be another factory. Let me look at my factories once. All the furniture's out there. Yeah, I don't think any one of JD's ones does furniture. Hmm. I have no idea where I have the 10,000 more, unless each one of those pallets is 5,000, which I doubt. Those two last up. Yeah, like, unless they're under the map, I'll have to look at my XML. Alrighty. Move up to the sell point. Been playing long. Okay, I'll do that. Pull up. Oh, wrong hayfield. This one's getting changed. Well, it's going to go to alfalfa next. Yeah, I turned collisions off with auto drive and I'm paying for it. Shoot. There we go. Look and see how. Oh, it's coming back. Got to do something here so that it doesn't think that's empty. I'll load this up with some parsnips. Gotta see which. That way it'll ignore that trigger because it's looking for carrots and the storage is empty, so it could actually been a carrot storage, so it's going to stop. What we'll do is we'll drop some part snips in here and then it should work correctly. All right. See if it'll actually go to the correct one now, which it should because it's looking for carrots. Why is it stopping there for? Trigger is there, dummy. Hmm. Not sure why that's doing that. Let me try something else. See if that setting will work. Not sure, so I'm not going to recommend it until I know if it works for sure. Really? I thought I set the corner speed. I got. Oh, that's right. I got to do this in every vehicle. If I can pick this up and flip it. I can do it. Okay. Got the truck right. See if I can get the trailer right. Oh, come on, you can do it. Ah, I got it. Oh, and I can even back the truck up to it. Because this causes trouble if you leave super strength on. All right. Now that I turned down the corner speed, it should not happen again. Go. Go. Get out of my way. All right. Hopefully, it will not tip over again. Oh, thank you for the 15 bits there, Billy. I haven't heard that in a while. Shiny. And it's back being shiny. I moved my camera. And I also set up a different way so it can have backgrounds. Be a different one. Should be a different one on Thursday. I don't know if I'll stream next Tuesday because it's the first. I'm going to a farm show just south of me, about 20 minutes away. Take a couple more videos and stuff like that, and see what I can have a different background. With fall bots again. So let's get ready, Billy. That last one was bad. If you guys are just getting in here, there was a warning out there for people getting mods off of the third party sites. Those mods are, some of the mods are infected with script that will erase your save game. So just an FYI out there. Just be careful when you're on those third party sites. You do not want to be losing your save game, that's for sure. Oh, it worked. Look at that, guys. It worked when I changed that setting to drive to loading point. Sweet. Oh, that's not good if it's a target attack. Yeah, as you can see, here's my tornado damage. Ugh. The weather's getting me. All right, let's see here. What was I up to? Oh, yeah. Oh, not the right one. I clicked. Let's go down here. We got hung up at the railroad crossing. Not surprised. So it looks like this has just got like one, which is good because I want to make hay out of this field. Ooh, got to go to the refuel station. Well, even the wind rolls look pretty cool. Look at that. Does it show the flowers in it too, I bet? Sure enough, look at that. That looks really sweet for a wind roll. Nice. All right. Let's set up horseplay. Um, all right. So this should work here. Let that work. See here what we got here. Oh, he's coming back. That is crazy. Did you see how fast that thing turns in here? And I know I've got this one set for like corner speeds at 60%. It's it's nuts. Automatic covers. Okay, I want to. That's for. That'd be a couple settings there that I find interesting. 450 dollars worth of 400. $98 worth of fuel for that tractor. Hmm. All right, we'll have to keep an eye out for that one. All right, let's get this away and let me see here. That truck better not have tipped over again. Let me look here. It's not showing up on my list. Oh, okay, good. It didn't tip over again. All right. Let me back out and load it in because otherwise the trailer gets funky with auto load if you try to take them off into the trigger. So what I do is I'll just unload them into the trigger here. Let's see, am I going left? Right. Yep. Wrong way. I thought I had it going right. Oh, I did. My other left. There we go. Welcome, guys, on YouTube. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. If you see anything on here, the new mods, I got Vehicle Inspector came out, I think it was Friday. Thursday or Friday. Really great mod. I had it in 22. As you can see, if you can actually read it, it tells you everything. You can see what my vehicles are up to, which ones are working, which ones aren't. Yeah, love it. And there's little, I mean, you can set it up to whatever you want to show now without going in an XML into it. It's actually got a settings in game. Oh, that's good. I see some money in the bank again. Back up a little bit so it gets the rest of it in there. Oh, seriously, it's not in the trigger? There we go. Go back over there and get prefab walls, and that should get me close to $1 million in the bank. And then I can continue to cut wood. I think we're good for the stagger. He's just hauling back and forth. Let me go back in here and see what else I can sell. Still like to know where that 9,000 furniture's at. I'm not quite sure. Unless it's still in the warehouse and I didn't find it. All right, so what's a lot of money here? Prefab walls would be a good one to get rid of for now. What else? And wood chips once the price comes back up. But that'll be a little while. All right. So prefab walls will be what I'll be doing next. Oh, let's see here. Chances are I'm going to have to move this vehicle. Let's see if it actually can find a path to get back into the harvester. Otherwise, I'll have to move it. Oh, really? I thought I heard that before that the Giants got Russell Wilson, but Rodgers isn't going to the Steelers. I think they just traded for Kirk Cousins. I think Rodgers is going to end up retiring. I don't disagree. I think he's done. So I won't see until tomorrow. What do you think? Do I take the Brewers? Do I take the over? Do you think they'll get over eight runs or not? Or just take the Brewers straight up? Yes, not the over. Okay. That's what I thought. I was just going to take a straight bet. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know why the over's at 8. Actually, I wonder if I should take the under because everybody's starting their aces today, or do I mean on Thursday? Maybe I'll put a bunch of $5 bets on all the unders and see what happens. All right, let's see. Where am I at and see how this field's going. This is just not irrigating fast enough. Wouldn't it be cool, guys, if we could get a pivot system in the game? That would be cool. Just wish I could 3D model. I'd come up with it in a hurry. I could put a pivot on most of these and see if I can get the moisture to the right level. Actually, you want to hear with something? I was on the radio today. They're they're bragging on the Reds. Yeah, I knew there was one for 22. It'd be awesome if we could get it in 25. And they absolutely have made it awesome. And welcome there, TX Yankee. How you doing? All right. Coming back. Dagger should be dumping another load of carrots. Let's see how much carrots are in there already. Might have a bunch of empty storages for a while here with my great yield I've gotten this year. Jeez. All right. Carrots. Well, I'm almost there. How much do I have in storage? Carrots, carrots, carrots. I still got a lot of carrots. That's good. That'll keep me going for a while with carrots, that's for sure. See what my dairy's doing here. Just got this going. Finally did my first load of milk. Oh, I got bottom milk going. Cheese and butter. Nice. Let's take a look at the what I have for moisture over here because this I could have flooded. Is it still growing? So I can. I don't think I can flood this again. It's like really bad. I am not going to get any yield out of this. I'm going to see if I can get any bit of irrigation on this. I don't think it's going to let me flood it again. Yep, I can't flood anymore. All right. So cross my fingers that I get at least some rice this year. All right. Let's see here. Let's take a look. Okay, it's. Oh no, you don't. We'll have to dictate where this one's going. All right. We'll load up with the prefab walls. right, now we'll turn it on and it'll go back to the harvester. Or maybe not because I got it blocked. Guys. So everybody over in Twitch here, if you guys go to my YouTube channel, you'll find I have mod tutorials, mod reviews. I'm going to put a couple more up this weekend. On this realistic weather, I'll give a whole shakedown on this. I'm going to fast forward, try to get to do everything that it's supposed to do and show you that. See how long it does take to get the moisture up. And I'll be making that this weekend. Probably make that while I'm watching basketball. So, because I find this realistic weather is a great seasons extender on here. I mean, we used to have seasons, and I thought it was a lot better than the seasons that they put in the game. So really, this does definitely add a bit of realism to your yields and stuff. Because hey, you could have a dry year, and if you don't have irrigation, you ain't gonna get a good yield. So I'll be doing that. So if you guys could go over there and give me a subscribe, see. Well, Billy, you don't have to be on YouTube, but it'd always be appreciative if you would. In fact, I'll do you a solid, Billy. Let's see here. Let's do this quick before it actually turns the sound on, because it will. There we go. Let's. All right. There you go. Got you one more closer. Now you do the same for me. You got me by about a little bit over 100 more. There you go, Billy. Get you one step closer to 500 for you. Oh, come on. Seriously? Restream. So I found out the deal with Restream. It works well if you don't go into your other streams. I've got YouTube running on my phone, and then I'm actually on Twitch, but I have to not have the preview going, so I can see when we're in ads. Well, you're welcome, Billy. And the people over on YouTube, like I said before, if you guys got any questions, feel free to ask. I'll try to help. We got some people here. We got Billy in the house here, and I don't know if JD's gonna make it tonight yet. He might. It's getting that time. I would think he might show up. Yeah, I've been using Restream, but yeah, I would prefer. I'm going to use Streamlabs once I can afford the monthly fee to do it. I think it would work easier if I could do it through Streamlabs, but Fully get this done in between stuff to do. That's right, I got to fill that truck up. As soon as I get this one cut, I'll zip over there and get those prefab walls on there. Those are going to be a few trips because you're not going to get a lot of those on that trailer, so that'll be a little bit of a deal. And reset them. Well, if it, I've heard that some Windows updates have messed up Streamlabs lately, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was Windows messing around with you too. All right, let's get some prefab walls out of here. Let's just double check. Did I leave some furniture in here? No, I did not. So where are those? Oh, they have to be under the map. That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it. All right. Yeah, it's going to be 8,000 at a time. So it'll be a few trips. Hey, PJ, thank you for the raid and welcome, Raiders. How's everybody doing today? Thank you for the follow there, Igor. How you doing and welcome. Let's see here who else just followed. Farmer Guy 365, thank you for the follow and welcome. Thank you for the shout out there, Billy. I appreciate it. How was your stream there, PG? PG, I can't talk. Just LAN will be okay? I gotcha. If I can remember that. Who else just followed me? See, why is not every one of these are coming through here? Thank you for the follow there, James82. Let me see if I'm not missing anyone here. Thank you for the follow there, Kayak Kepin. Thank you for the follow, and I just slotted your name. Let's see, did I miss anybody? All right. Welcome, guys. If you guys got any questions about, yeah, I heard you had a little bit of an issue there. I've had that happen to me too, PJ. Don't feel bad. It's definitely happened to me. Kayla, I'll say Kayla, because I got a future Kayla in my future as my future daughter-in-law, as of next year. So yeah, don't feel so bad. I've got hit with that. It's a pain in the butt. I wish Twitch had a better way of handling that, but yeah. Bingo. What did I? Actually, farming guy, I have driven that tractor. That is actually my picture. I'm sitting in the cab of that tractor taking that picture. So, yeah, that tractor was amazing. You're going to be seeing more pictures like that on my YouTube channel. I'm going to be throwing. I've got a really nice camera now. I have. I got a few farmers that I go to. No, I'm not a real life farmer. I can't claim to be that, but I do claim that I got a lot of farming friends. I got two cousins that actually farm. They're very close to me, and I've got a new setup now where I can actually, I'll be able to stream from the cab with my new camera. So that's pretty cool. So I'm hoping to do some of that this summer and spring. You got to always get the permission of the farmer to be able to do that. I'm not just going to go out there and take videos and then try to post it. So definitely got to ask permission. But I'm going to a few farm shows. I have one I just got to sit down and do. The so you farmer guy 365 does real life farming. Awesome. Always like to have farmers in here. Got a few of them. Awesome. We really appreciate it. If we didn't have the farmers, we wouldn't be eating. That's for sure. So, so like I said, if you guys got any questions about any mods you're seeing on screen, I got a few that people ask about. Feel free to ask. I can explain them. That's not an issue. I'm really into this realistic weather mod. So, hey, I'm in Wisconsin. I've let everybody know. Everybody knows I'm from Wisconsin. You could probably hear, you know, the Yooper in me a little bit. I try not to talk like that, but it's there. So we're getting ready for spring. So I got a farm show to go do next week, and we'll see how that goes. I'm going to take some videos with my camera, and really, like, I got to get a hold of my friend. He's got 2,000 acres, so I want to go down there and see how his operation is. Really curious. It's an hour drive for me, but it's worth the drive to go see. Oh, I got to take it to the Grain Museum. Let's go the other direction. Yeah, we don't have a. Yeah, I don't have an accent, but everybody else hears it. So trust me on that, Rabbit. It is. It is there, unfortunately. Mine isn't as strong because I actually grew up in South Dakota, so I don't, for 13 years of my life, so I don't think I picked it up as much as a lot of my other friends have. But I kind of hit it too when I was down in Missouri, and that I tried not to talk too much when I was in the military. Y'all have well, Billy, you got the old English accent, so there you go. Do I even actually have this on here? I don't think I have the museum. Did I never set the museum up? Or can I sell there if I haven't built it yet? Let's go check it out. You sound normal to me, obviously, but yeah. No, where was that? Farmer English, don't insult me. I'm Scottish. Well, aren't you? Don't you live? Don't you live in the UK? No. No, farmer guy. I actually I've been helping out my cousin. He asked me to help with some tech stuff for their conservation group that they have in the county that we're in, and they have me videotape that, and I'm getting him set up to set up a YouTube page so people, the farmers in the area, could go if they can't get to the meeting, they can watch the presentations and that on YouTube after the meeting is over. Well, that's no different than United States, T. Miller. I mean, you're down in Texas. We don't sound like we do in Wisconsin, that's for sure. And if you go into the deep down in New Orleans, you can barely understand them. Haven't you? What is that show that they hunt gators? What is that called? Where they have to have subtitles? I don't remember what that show is that they hunt gators. That's the word about. A boot. It's always a boot. If I want to get up in upper Wisconsin, it's a boot. Or Canada. Farming trucker. Nice. I have to set up a course play here, or an auto drive route here, I think. Let's take a look. I thought I did this already, but let's look. Nope, I do not. So we're going to make a quick auto drive route here. See if I can get through the trees. It's always, hey there, hey. We don't about. Boot. All right, let's my wife always thought I said dog different, but all right, so let's set this up so we can stop like right here. Let's do let's see if I can get around here without taking out a tree or two. One more click. There we go. Now what we'll do is go here to here. And let me see here. Do we want to see if I can make a curve here? Let's see if, oh, it's going to go the wrong way, which I thought it would. There we go. Chances are it's going to hit that pole. We'll see. All right. Let's get back over to the carpenter drop off. Turn off auto drive. According to Google, Cambridge University has four. I guess you were proven wrong, Billy. And all the raiders that are coming in, if you guys want to go to my YouTube channel, which I think the link has come up in chat a few times there, Expand 1971, you will find mod tutorials, you'll find mod reviews, and you'll find all my latest streams. Most of them are put back up there after I run. Now I'm doing both, so this is actually going to be right on YouTube the minute I end. It's so. Please go and subscribe, and I would appreciate that. Trying to get to 500, hopefully sooner than later. Oh, and I see there, PJ, thank you for the 30 bits. I appreciate that. All right. So what do we else have to do here? Let's take a look and see how. Oh, he's almost done. Look at that fly through here. That is a really cool looking alfalfa. I gotta admit that. We were looking at this on Thursday or Wednesday. I think we were looking and debating when we were gonna, if we wanted to put it in the map and really look good. And I'm like, I think this is going to look really good. And he put it in the map, and it is really, really cool. Thank you for the follow there, A Jacobs 1977. Welcome to my stream. If you got any questions or yeah, if you got any questions about the map or any mods I'm using, especially Course Player Auto Drive, just let me know. And FYI, JD has released an update to Uncharted, which includes this alfalfa. So if you want this alfalfa, and what else was on there? Let me go to my Trello page and see what I wrote. All right. So he added the alfalfa textures, and then he changed the wood chip prices so they don't bottom out. Yeah, the color is right. It's really sharp. I just wish that Giants would actually have put alfalfa in the game because, you know, it just it's there and that's. But yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, now I need to do is where's that tractor? Okay, we'll go back and I'm going to show you this cool realistic weather. I kind of showed it earlier. Let's go fill up with water here. So with realistic weather, you can now you can spray your fields with water for irrigation. As of right now, I don't know exactly if it works correctly. I did when I was younger. I did a lot, but I've been working in a factory since '98. I actually did have I actually worked for Badger Northland before they closed in the early '90s. Then I was kind of driftless for a while. I was drifting around for a while trying to figure out where I was going to go, and I wanted to go to John Deere or Case or something, but that meant I had to move. But I just bought a house. I was probably a whole whopping, what was that, 98. I was in my, like, no, that was 94, 95 or 94. So in my early 20s, mid 20s, and I'm like, I don't want to move. I had a new kid, new house. So I got into printing. We have a lot of printers here in the valley, so that's what I did and got really good at it. And then eventually I moved into the front office, and now I'm a scheduler and a planner for the same company that I started as an operator in '98. So, all right, let's just see if I can actually course play this. I don't know if this is gonna work, but we'll see. Because the last time I tried it, I ran out of water instantly. So I might have to mod this to give a lot more water, but we'll see. Let's see how fast. Yeah, look how fast it's yeah. It used it up. Yeah, in the Fox Valley. Correct. I worked in Kakana. Now I work in Nina. And I actually went to high school in New London. All right. So this got up to about 2.5. Let's just see if there's a big thing. Yep. You can see where I quit spraying. So it does help. It's just the problem is you're gonna have to have a big capacity of water in there, and I might have to like mod that if I really want to use it to spray. So that's realistic weather, and plus, you guys, I already have this on. I don't know if you can really read it because it's very small on the bottom of my screen, but you can turn this on and off with Control L. The irrigation. So, and I've also recommended if you're going to use this mod, wait till after your harvest, like in November and December. I would prefer probably after you're done harvesting stuff, if your last harvest, and then turn it on, and then you should be set for the right moistures going into the spring because you should get the moisture from the snow and then your early spring, so you should be sitting pretty good. All right, so this is done. So you must be north of the Fox Valley then, I'm guessing. Because if you're going to Road America and you're driving through here, that means you're up north. Upper Michigan? Hey, crazy farmer, how you doing? Oh, you're way north. That's a drive. Holy moly. You'll have to ask Billy if there was. Has there been a massive update? I didn't think so, but I'll let Billy answer that question. All right. We all set. I think this can stay over here. I'm going to have to put a machine shed over here somewhere to store some of the hay equipment. All right, let's go to that tractor that I was using to. Let's resell this. Oh, maybe I'll leave this sprayer. Maybe I would need it for something eventually. 5 hours. I can be downtown Chicago in 3 hours from where I live, which is really awesome because I do a lot of stuff down there for conventions and stuff. So it's not really hard for me to drive to Chicago. And be totally honest, it's not really hard far from anywhere. I mean, I went to Louisville and we left Louisville at 4 in the afternoon and pulled in my driveway at 11 o'clock, and that was stopping for pizza in Chicago, deep dish. So that takes like an hour. So that's not bad. All right, where do I got my rake? The rake's over at the dairy, but I got to get my weight. Oh, there's a weight over there too. We'll just pick up one of the weights there. All right, let's get this to the dairy farm. Get the. Let me make sure before I drive all over the map finding a piece of equipment. Let me go look where it's at. Actually, I need my tether first. I'm gonna make that alfalfa in the hay. All right, let's look. There we go. Where do I have that parked? Oh, it is at the dairy. Okay. But you can actually take a train to from Boston there. Kind of wish we had the ability to take trains and get to somewhere too. But where am I going? Oh, dairy farm. See what's going on here. Oh, he's gonna empty. I just close out restream. I think I did. Hey,
Okay.
how's it going, Scurvy?
Not too bad. How you doing, bud?
Not too bad. I'm just trying to figure out what I just did to my restream. It's gone.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, I was clicking around in the game, and I might, if I would have clicked the button, I don't know. There we go. And we're back. All right, I got it back.
Nice.
All right. All right. So I was kind of looking down here, just seeing where the yield currently is still at 96%, which seems to be a lot. I'm getting a lot of product off of here for some reason, and the other fields I wasn't getting that with realistic weather. All right, let's see here. Oh, did I just now fill up with carrots? I don't think we need any more carrots there. Oh yeah, so now we're done. Now we can actually use that for something else than driving around the map. Let's go plow. All right. Yeah, I got this realist. This is the real most realistic mod that I've ever had in the game. It's this realistic weather. It messes things up if you don't have the right moisture. And I actually activated it. I had it in already, and it was working fine until they updated it, and then they fixed it to actually work. Well, I shouldn't have updated it until after harvest because I got like no yields on a lot of my crops because it was
I
in a
saw
drought.
that. I was curious on how that was going to work.
It works well. It does. It's just that you have to make sure you don't put it in your game until like November. So you get
Yeah. Right.
a good
Yeah.
start, going in.
Yeah.
All right, let's go find the plow. Yeah, JD did a great job with that, putting those textures in for alfalfa. They're awesome.
Oh, was that the purple flowers we were just looking at about 5-10
Yep,
minutes ago that
yep,
you were spraying?
yep. Well, that we were cutting. Yeah. Oh no, that's linseed.
Oh, okay. All right.
Nope. I just got a cut of them. I'll go over there in a second here. I just got to remember where I parked the plow at. Actually, the ground does get. I mean, you can see what happens here because that field is plowed now. It's not raining, but you won't see the mud on the wheels. You might see it. Let's take a look. Yeah, so when it's not raining, you don't get to see as the dirt on the wheels, but you will see mud on the wheels when it's raining. And see, this tractor doesn't have an issue going through here, but if I had a smaller tractor in here, it kind of digs in and it bounces around. Yeah, if you see him, you're late cutting it. I have to remember if that was the rule or not. You're probably right. It's been a while since I was cutting alfalfa, to be honest with you. Over 30 years. And the technology level. That's kind of why I'm trying to getting ready for retirement in like 9.5, 10 years here. I want to learn all this new technology in these tractors so I can actually go work part time for a local farmer or whatever if they need somebody to drive tractors. That's my goal. All right. No, I have not seen that vent, to be honest with you, Death Gamer. The highest protein level is just before the buds open. As you can see, I'm putting the ground as deformation from the wheel tracks, which we didn't have in 22. All right, start. And this is the tractor that I drove in real life. Brand new 715 and happened to be able to drive it on my birthday, so that was awesome. All right, let's see. Let's see where did he get to the yeah, he did. There it is. All right, let's get a weight on this one. So in game, you can harvest that when the blossoms aren't out, but you can also oh, that was by far the newest one I've ever driven. The I think the last tractor that oscillated that I actually driven a lot of was the old 2+2s International back in the late 80s. My dad was a farm manager for a businessman that had a lot of Charlet, and he had I don't know how many acres he had, and my dad was the one that farmed it for him. And had two plus twos in the late '80s, and then he told my dad to go find new tractors. He wanted to buy new tractors, so they went all and bought green. They got the 55 series tractors, a 49, a 44, a 29, and a 40. They bought 4 of them. I was like a kid in a candy store when I came over because my parents were divorced, so it was like whatever weekend I got a chance to go over there, I was excited to be able to drive. He let me drive them, and it was pretty cool. Okay, Hayfield 2. That's where we need to go. I mean, the game doesn't really show you how big that tractor actually is until you stand right next to it. Hey, Trizzle, how you doing? All right, what else? Okay, let's see here. I figured this one does not like the green bean harvester for unloading for some reason, but it would probably be a pain in the butt if I actually did have good harvest. I'd be constantly babysitting this thing. Let me see what we're sitting for. Oh, moisture is just horrible. Yeah. '91 is my plus a -9. Yeah, I mean, in the last 30 years, tractors to me seem to be I mean, the tires have gotten bigger for compaction issues, and it's just a whole different way of farming. I guess it's the same as you could think, from the late '80s to 30 years from there, when you were looking into the '50s, and totally different farming then than what it was in the '80s. So, yeah. It's kind of fun to see because I got to see what the '50s tractors were because my grandpa had them yet, to the brand new ones in the '80s, and to what we have today. I just was wondering what my dad would think of everything today if he was still alive. Be something. All right, let that continue. Oh yeah, we gotta see here. Did this up? When did I auto sell that? I don't remember doing that, guys. Talking to you guys and completely forgetting where I'm at here. Is that a good sign, Scurvy, or not? I don't remember unloading this.
Where are you? What am I doing here? Get off my lawn. That. Yep.
Yeah, that's kind of, yeah. I don't remember unloading that and sending that back because I know I didn't have it on auto unload.
Yeah, I'll have to ask you sometime how you got vehicle inspector set up there.
Oh, don't. It's vehicle manager, and that one I will show you how to use. Vehicle
manager now. Okay.
That's how you do the groups.
Well, no,
I use
just on the left-hand side there.
Oh, that's Simple Inspector. You just download it.
SimpleInspector. Okay. All right. Good.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The other
tells everything in there that I need. So
exactly. A WD-45. Yeah, and a John Deere M. Nice. Yeah, he had a my grandpa had an Ellis Chalmers sitting in the barn. And
Tricycle?
my what?
Tricycle?
Ellis Chalmers is a tractor.
No, no, no. What I meant was tricycle front end, white front end.
Oh yeah, tricycle. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then he had a. I got to think of the. He had two international harvesters, and I can't think of one was either a 4055 or no 455, and I have to remember. I got to look at the pictures, but yeah, one was always sitting on his picker. He never took it off his corn picker. That was a trike. The other international was the wide front end. Then he had a B, Farmall B, which is now officially restored. It looks pretty. I have to go stop over to the guy that's got it restored and just take a video of it so I can have it for, you know, just the,
Yeah.
yeah.
Something to show the grandkids.
Well, my kid actually, he drove. They both drove it.
Oh, did they? Oh, nice.
When he was alive. Yeah.
Good.
Yep. Oh, that's duh. I did. Now I know what I'm doing. I couldn't remember what I was doing. All right. All right. What was telling me? Oh, it ain't gonna. There's trees. All right. I think I can get away with one more day if I don't finish this up, but we'll see. Let's see. I think it won't wilt until the next month. Why would you need to shut up for? You don't remember the workhorses? That's pretty cool. I don't think I don't know if my great grandfather had horses that pull stuff back in the day. I don't know what I can't remember what my grandfather told me. He told me so much stuff that a lot of it I wasn't smart enough then to try to record it or archive it or something. But I've
Yeah.
you
So
know
I got it.
there's so much stuff that he told me that I went in one ear out the other. Nice. Yeah, I mean that. I know a couple of my uncles. We still. I don't know if it. They have a bunch of restored. Not a bunch. Each of them have one, but restored John Deere's. Morgans. Nice. It's a name you don't hear very much, but
Wow, Morgan's. No, that's yeah.
I can't think. What was I doing? You guys got me thinking about tractors, and I'm not paying attention what I'm doing.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Oh, it won't take any more product because I was probably ready to build it. Oh, I just put it all in there and I never got money for it. I don't think. I will be selling that over at the Gant, but yeah. Oops. I wasn't ready to start building that yet. I don't have extra product yet. I thought it showed that I actually got money for that, but it must not have. That was a fail. Okay, what else am I doing? Okay, this is what I was doing. See, this is the alfalfa. Scurvy, look at
Yeah.
the look at
Oh,
how,
that looks nice. Oh, that looks really good.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, JD.
Hey,
Hey, JD.
Now I'm gonna tether the alfalfa now. Let's see how that looks. Doesn't that field look nice, JD, with it all nice and green?
oh yeah. How did you wait till it got to the flower stage to harvest it or no? Or mow
Yeah,
it?
yeah, I did at the harvest stage.
Yep.
Even though that's not the correct stage that it really.
Well, no, you can the stage right before the flowers gives you full yield too. It's the one before that that doesn't.
Oh, so you can get full yield before it goes to
Yes.
flowers, then, right?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
And I think with alfalfa too, real world, you're supposed to cut before it flowers.
Correct. Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, for correct protein amounts there for cows and racehorses.
That's what Rabbit said. Well, I would, but the problem is I need hay too, so I have a lot. I got a whole field of grass that I'm going to turn into.
What is? Can you zoom in on that a little bit? It's hard for me to. Oh, there it is. Okay. I just like couldn't see it from the way you're. I don't know. I just couldn't see it. I'm like, is there something on the ground?
Yeah, you can see the flowers if you look. I'm showing I was showing everybody how that moisture thing works. I did try spraying, JD, and you would have to have a million gallons in a sprayer to even think about doing a field. Because
Really?
I had like 8,000, and as soon as I turned it on and it went what guys, I went a little bit, it was empty. So you'd have to really mod a sprayer to do that. If you wanted to not have to pay for, the cost of doing the irrigation. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I like how that green turned out. That's really good. And I like now that the fact that after that last update, nothing is bouncing through the field. Remember how bad
Oh,
this
they
stuff
finally
was?
fixed that.
Look at it. It's
God.
not even bouncing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was going to the museum to sell things, but I think I actually loaded it instead of selling. I wasn't thinking, so I lost a little money there. I'm trying to get that $1 million I said before I went to the next month, just in case, because I had all that irrigation going. I still don't know how much money I'm going to spend.
Wait, what irrigation are you guys talking about?
This here, let's go back to what I was talking about earlier. So in realistic weather, you can irrigate now, but it's really you can do it by using a sprayer, or you can go in your field. So this one's active right now. I've already
Yeah.
spent $9,000 already on irrigation, and that's just Control L, and it'll just keep irrigating for you, but it doesn't really show it.
Huh.
Oh, it still crashes like crazy on console. Yeah, that's a different kind of beast. I'm not sure why. Is it the hard? I don't get all the problems with the game on console because I mean we're not seeing it on PC as much as we're hearing it from console players. It's got to be the way that the consoles are set up that something's not working the way it does on a computer. In my opinion, I could completely be wrong, but to me it just seems weird that you know
What are they going to do when Xbox isn't going to be around?
what do you mean?
Just saying.
Yeah, what do you mean?
They're not looking to produce another Xbox physical console.
Really?
What?
Yep.
I didn't hear that one.
There's no plans on producing another X. They stopped their hardware development of it. Yep.
Really? I'll have to Google that once.
Because Microsoft has Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah, but that means that people have to buy a computer then, right? Or they... I don't know if they're that powerful. I'm gonna disagree with that
I disagree with that wholeheartedly. Absolutely.
because I mean,
Problems with consoles, you can't upgrade much in there. Hard drive. That's about
yeah,
it, if you're lucky.
I don't know. Only because I got a beast of a computer that I just built. So,
Yeah.
did you see the ongoing price for of the 5080s? They're double retail right now.
Yeah.
I'm not making fun of consoles at all. I just don't. I just. I don't know. I just don't know why they're having so much issues. Is it because of how to get onto the platform?
Who knows?
You know what I mean?
One reasons. Yep.
You know, is it a platform issue, not a hardware issue?
Dang, thanks for playing. Yep. So
You know.
I dislike consoles for a variety of reasons. So
I mean, I use a console all the time to watch Hulu, Netflix.
I have my
guess-
Apple TV, so I have that for my
Oh,
entertainment.
yeah.
I mean, I just say that if the consoles were really that bad for this game and people are having that many crashes, I feel like we'd be hearing way more about it. I don't know, just what
I've seen a lot of stuff on Reddit.
Have you?
So yeah.
I have too. I mean, I mean, honest. You know, it just makes me wonder if how to move the vehicle inspector yet. It's
the simple inspector or the
if you're-
vehicle inspector?
the vehicle inspector. I'm not using anymore, but simple inspector. No, it's locked into that spot. Right now he doesn't know how to move it in 25. So we're waiting to see if he'll make an update to move it.
I tried looking at the Lua and trying to modify it, and then when X-Man read that further down from me, I was like, oh well, if the guy can't figure it out, well then why am I trying to figure it out?
Figure it out. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a whole setup. I mean, for my streaming and that, I couldn't do it without having a computer. So, but I do. I mean, I've nothing wrong. I have a console. I played Fallout 4 on it. That's. I don't know if I bought it for Fallout 4. No. What I did is I bought it because it had a Blu-ray player on it. And hey, if I'm going to buy a Blu-ray player, I might as well buy something that I can. You know, at that time there weren't no smart DVD players or stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was the only way you were going to get all your stuff is Hulu was only on the Xbox. But yeah, at that time.
It's like I bought my used Xbox this summer, from Best Buy. It was barely used, and I've used it like to play in college football.
Oh, wow.
25.
Yep.
And how many times do you think I've played that? Oh, I think like 3 times.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So if you can still hear us on YouTube, but just can't hear us on Twitch right now, unless you guys got. So we're in ads,
Yeah.
but we can.
Talk bad about people and nobody will hear. Okay.
No, we're on YouTube. No, we're still on YouTube.
Oh.
I'm not in ads on Twitch.
You're not?
No, I've had this, and I've had this up ever like since you basically since you started.
Huh, it says ads are going. Interesting. Yeah, it's telling me that ads are in process. Oh, okay. I guess we have no ads then. It's just telling me it is running ads.
It's in ads. I got 30 seconds, but only 30 seconds, 35 seconds.
Oh, good. Oh. And now, if see, everybody gets them at a different time. That's kind of funny. It's like nobody's exactly the same because of how fast, internet is to certain people, certain places. So I won't be talking to you later, JD, but I think I'm going to stay conservative. And I might, I'm going to single take all the overs in the first 4 games tomorrow on Thursday. I'm going to single bet the overs. And then I'm going to take Duke and, what's the other one I was going to take? And then maybe just play a dollar 4-team parlay or something. I'm not going to go crazy because, yeah. I think Arizona's playing Duke, aren't they?
Hold
Is that
on.
how?
All right, I'll see you guys later.
So, yep.
Wow, time.
Because I could have paid for this computer if St. John's hadn't failed me. Finished paying it off. I can't believe I went all in on St. John's. I got suckered into that one. Anybody out there watching the March Madness? I do every year. I love it. All right, let's see here. Where am I going? Oh, everybody should be back, right? I'm going to see here what happens here. Yeah, we were all talking smart on Saturday. We had it all. We had it all figured out. And I put all my eggs on St. John's. Yeah, but they still scored. Oh my god, they still scored. Actually, my wife actually knows Tunjay and his mom. That's kind of cool. I didn't know that. And she said like one day I'm like, "Are the Badgers going to be playing on the 6th?" And I'm like, "I don't think they can beat Duke, but maybe. I mean, there's a possibility." Then they lose. Because I had them playing Duke in my bracket. I thought they could get the Duke. But I don't think they had a defense. There's a lot of high scoring games, and I think most of the Big Ten can say that to a certain degree. I just more mad at Illinois for not showing up and shooting. They let Kentucky walk all over them. Not a happy camper with that one. All right. Oh, it's 7 o'clock already. Holy moly. Let me drive this in here. Let's see who is out there. Yeah, that's what it, I mean. My kid had the same complaint. He goes, "That was just not fair." But I says both teams were both in the same, it place, so I guess it was fair. All right, let's see here. Let's see, anybody out there that I could go? Well, I haven't rated a Yosho in a long time, but he's playing American Truck Simulator. But that's where we're going to go today. So thank you guys for all coming in to watch. Should be back on Thursday. We'll be just an earlier. I mean, I'll stream, but we'll end a little early because of the games. But Rabbit, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it, and welcome to my stream. Hopefully you can come back. So yeah, we'll go over to Yosho, see what he's up to. I'm gonna go eat some supper. I'm getting hungry. If you guys want, guys can catch some more content on YouTube as I go through some of the mods that I'm using and see. Especially stay tuned for my weather, realistic weather one that I'm going to put out. Hopefully by the end of the weekend. I just got to do a lot of prep for that one, just to make sure I get all the weather events on there. So you guys all have a good night. What is that? I gotta cancel. That's not the right one. Why didn't that? I canceled it. I typed his name in.
No, you spelled it wrong.
That's okay. I canceled it. So we're good. How did I spell it wrong?
You missed an O. Yo, show. Yeah, you missed the O.
I missed the L. There, that time I got it. There it is. Thank you guys.
Yep.
And I will see you hopefully on Tuesday, on Thursday.